Welcome back to Learn with Chris. I'm Chris. So today we're going to continue with our phrasal verbs, and we're on the letter D. And the verb for today is drop, where you drop something. D-R-O-P, drop. And there will be 10 phrasal verbs for drop. So let's get started. So the first one, drop away. When something drops away, it becomes smaller or lesser or decreases. So an example, Susan's grades started to drop away after the Christmas break. So her school grades were pretty good, and then after Christmas they started to decrease. They went down, so they dropped away. Number 2, drop back. This is to move in a backward position. So it's a movement-related phrasal verb. So in the example, the marathon runner dropped back in the race to conserve energy for the final sprint. So he's running, and then he wants to save some energy for the end, so he slows down and drops back. So he moves backwards. Number 3, drop behind. It's to fall behind in movement or progress. It's actually not that different from drop away. Example, because of lack of study, Helen has dropped behind the rest of her classmates. So she's dropping behind. So her progress is going backwards. So that's to drop behind. Similar to drop away, where your grades would drop away, her progress is dropping behind. Number 4, drop by. That's when you visit somebody, but you don't tell them before you go. You just show up. You drop by. Example, I thought that I would drop by and see how you are doing. So you don't tell them beforehand. You just go there. You drop by. Number 5, drop down. Drop down is to go down to a lower position. Again, like drop behind is to go back, or drop back, sorry, is to go back. Drop down means to literally go down, drop down. Example, in the event of a shooting, everyone should drop down to the floor. So drop down means to literally fall down, move down. Number 6, drop in. It's again visiting somebody without telling them beforehand, so it's basically the same as drop by. Example, feel free to drop in at any time. So drop by and drop in, I don't think there's any difference between them. They're used exactly the same way. Number 7, drop off. This will have 2 meanings. The first one is when you fall asleep, you drop off. And the second one is to deliver something to somebody. You drop off a package. So examples, little Tommy wanted to stay awake for his favorite cartoon, but he started to drop off after dinner. So little Tommy, after dinner, he started to fall asleep. So that's what the drop off means, to fall asleep. And the second example, I'll drop off the package at the post office on my way to work. So you will bring or deliver the package. You will drop it off. You'll bring it. Number 8, drop on. So this is when you kind of bring bad news to somebody. You drop the news on him. It's almost like dropping something on somebody's head. So it's to deliver something unpleasant to somebody, usually bad news. Example, I'm sorry to drop this on you now, but I have to tell you some bad news. So you're dropping the bad news on them. Number 9, drop out. That's to leave or quit or withdraw, usually from school, but it could also be from a competition or a contest. So example, because of problems at home, James dropped out of school. So dropping out of school means you're leaving school, you're withdrawing from school before you finish. If you drop out of a race, it would be the same thing. You would leave before it took place. And number 10, drop over. Again, visit somebody without telling them before. So this is exactly the same as drop by and drop in. So we have 3 ways of saying to visit somebody without telling them. You can drop over, you can drop by, or you can drop in. Example, why don't you drop over for dinner this weekend? Okay, so that's 10 phrasal verbs, D phrasal verbs with the word drop. So let's recap them. Drop away, drop back, drop behind, drop by, drop down, drop in, drop off, drop on, drop out, and drop over. Okay, so next video will be E, phrasal verbs, although right now I'm not sure what verb that will be. I'll have to do some research. So thank you for watching. I hope you had I hope you have a good day, and I hope you learned something from today's video. Please like, subscribe, and comment, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.